amazing dad. He's done an amazing job. The whole
he still will be. Still will be.
I just like
he'll be better without you there. Like
I think he deserves someone that can go support his every move and go follow him all over the place and move to Wyoming. I can't do that. He should have a wife that supports his every move and travels with him and does everything. And I can't. I feel like a failure. That it's like a third marriage. Yeah, I feel like a loser. But I can't even think about that. Like I want to be happy.
If I've told you men once, I've told you twice. You can have an amazing relationship, amazing interaction with a woman. But most times it's going to be temporary. Because most times when you meet a woman, she is in need of something. And you are the man she believes she can get it from. And it will be a whirlwind love affair. It will seem like it can't go wrong. But as she starts to rebound from whatever weak state she's in, whether that's physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually, or even financially, she will begin to transform and transmogrify her weakened state into a stronger state, even a stronger state than she's ever been before. And things between you two will change. So don't get caught up on the energy of a woman who is rebounding from a heavy situation, because eventually she will become a woman opposite the woman that you have grown to know, and in the worst possible situation, love. And one example of that is Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson. Now we know the back and forth between Kim and Kanye and how these things have gone on throughout their divorce and all of that.
My solace comes from seeing my kids and getting a solid schedule. That's why I even got the house. You know, they flipped it in the media like there was something wrong with me getting a house next to my kid. You see, when my mom took me from Atlanta to Chicago, my dad didn't come to the coldest and, most dangerous city in the world to be next to me. He said, I wanted to stay down in Atlanta, because of my career. Mm-hmm. It's nothing with my career, with this rap, with this media, with none of that that's going to keep me from my children. And that's what I want everybody to know. Don't play with me. Don't play with my children. And ain't no security going to get in between me and my children. And you ain't finna gaslight me. You ain't going to run this narrative on me.
Chicago, happy birthday. I love you. And I'm just putting this online because I need y'all support. I didn't call Kim, text the nannies. I got on the phone with Tristan. He said, he asked Chloe, won't nobody give me the address to my daughter's birthday party right now? And that's going to imprint in her mind that I wasn't there for her. You get what I'm saying? Like, I was supposed to be in Miami recording my album. My whole schedule is all based around me being able to take my kids to school, me being there for them, making sure that I'm in their life. That's the whole point of having money. They take so many fathers just throughout America. They've been taking the fathers out the homes purposely. So I'm speaking up. I'm using my voice to say, this ain't going to keep happening. This narrative is not going to happen. It's a lot of people that's not in a position where they ain't got no voice when people be playing games like this. Baby mamas be playing games. The grandmama be playing games like this. And it's like, as y'all know, they ain't finna play like that.
And that's a heavy, heavy load for a woman to carry. We've seen the woman cry about the divorce. We've seen the woman cry about other things that were going on. She's been an emotional wreck. Let's take a look at a couple of those.
Wow. Who made that? Who made that? Let me see. Click on it. Oh, hold on. Post this like soon. We gotta move fast and start calling people.
Let me call.
Okay, let me call you back. Let me just call Kanye really quick. It's okay. It's okay. It's not okay though. It's not. On Roblox. Sam was on Roblox yesterday. And a thing popped up. And he started laughing. I was like, Mommy, look. And it was a picture of my cry face. And it was a game that someone made of Roblox. And it's like Kim's new sex tape. When you clicked on it, thank God he can't read yet. And it's like, over my dead body, is this shit gonna happen to me again?
You see what I mean? She was in a weakened state. And Kanye was continuing to progress, continuing to move forward. So what did she do? She fell back on some young guy who has never in his life been able to get a woman as popular or as attractive as Kim Kardashian, at least when she was younger. But like I tell you men all the time, what you see in the woman when she's younger, if you have an affinity for her that is that deep, you will always see that. No matter what she transforms into throughout her life, you will always find a piece of that young woman that you are attracted to. And that is what you will lock on to, because you're living in an emotional fantasy world, the same that women live in. So they say the breakup is amicable due to distance and schedules. But you know what I find funny about that is when they first met, they still had the same schedules, but she wanted Pete around. She wanted Pete in the house. She wanted Pete with the children. Think about it. She had this guy in the house that Kanye bought with Kanye's children. And the thing is, he was so desperate for her attention, for her company, to be around her, to fulfill a fantasy that he had of being with, such a high status woman, that even in his popularity, even in his peak career days, he couldn't get a woman like that. And so he was willing to do whatever she wanted him to do, tattooing her name on him, tattooing her children's name on him. Matter of fact, branding her name on him. Oh, I'm just talking? Take a look.
Selfie sort of, right? And they're reading into it saying that there's a tattoo that says Kim.
Yeah, he has a few tattoos, few cute ones, that he got. But this one it's not that one. The Kim one isn't a tattoo. It's actually a branding.
So when you see these things taking place and you come to an understanding that here's a woman who is used to a man on a certain level, here's what you men must understand. Anytime a woman is used to a man on a certain level, she will only fall back and rely on a man at a lower level when she is needy. When she needs something that only a desperate man would give a woman. And only a desperate man would give a married woman with children his time and treat her like his wifey, even while she's still in the midst of being legally married to her husband. See, what you have to understand, this was very short. They've only been romantically linked since October 2021. It's not even a year. A woman is not going to give a year to a man she doesn't have a true desire for. It doesn't matter what he has. It doesn't matter what he could offer, even though her money is longer than his, her fame and notoriety is larger than his, her connections are deeper than his. It doesn't matter. He was put in a situation where he had to decide, was he going to fall victim to this particular usage of his offerings? And he did. Why? Because he can't do any better than not Kim Kardashian in her heyday, Kim Kardashian now. The reality of the scenario is this. There may have been a spark between the two, but it was never going to be as deep as Pete Davidson had hoped. She actually admitted that when she did SNL and they had a kissing scene, she said it was just a vibe. Later, she said she decided to pursue him. Let me tell you something. When a woman pursues you, either you are that dude that she has been waiting for her entire life and she is not going to let you get away, or she sees a quick and easy usage to benefit herself. And in Pete Davidson's case, that's what this was. This was never going to be anything more than what it was. So the bottom line is, when you allow a woman to lead you into a scenario, she called a Saturday Night Live producer, said, hey, you have Pete's number. They gave her Pete's number. She texted and she led the relationship. She led the entire thing. You can see how Pete was running around. Why would you get this man's kids tattooed on you, man? At that point, we all knew, whether we doubted or not, he was a beta male simp mangina, because only a beta male simp. Man, I don't have my own kid's name tattooed on me, man. I'm going to get another kid's name tattooed on me, bruh. Now, here's the thing. She still wasn't legally declared single. until March. So for 5 months, he was involved in an adulterous relationship with a married woman. And here's the thing about that. You can say, well, she was the one married. Yes, but she was also the one in emotional need. No woman wants to be left by her husband, bro. Trust me. I don't care what it is. That's why they always rush to file divorce first, because no woman wants to be left by her husband. Nobody wants to. So here's a woman with 4 children, still married, and you are running around town with her like you stepped in automatically to become stepdad, and you and the woman weren't even together. The woman was still married. It just goes to show what I always tell you, men. Whatever a woman needs to get from you, she will get that, because self-preservation is one of those things that women truly value. See, what you got to understand is this. Most women have deep-rooted emotional issues from past pains. And this justifies her propensity to be intimately involved with whomever she chooses, even while she's still involved with someone else. It doesn't matter. So when you really take that into consideration, you'll have an understanding of the fact that a woman will do whatever she can justify. And most times, all you have to do is do a little bit of something that she can shine a negative light on, and that's her justification. Kanye left, so she was able to, so she could move on to Pete by, while she's still married to Kanye. Now, the problem with that is Kanye, according to the law of the Most High, can't take her back. She's defiled now. Once you take a wife and she go be with another man, you can't take that woman back anymore. It's done for you. And this is what you must understand. Anytime something happens in a woman's life that makes her feel less of a woman or ruins her self-esteem or even lowers her self-worth, she comes to a point where she needs more love than one man can hope to give. So the way she was feeling, Pete was never going to be the end of it. Who knows what's going to happen? Many times a woman to get out of a relationship, man, and she'll just go haywire. I mean, she'll be out here, man. She'll just jump on the carousel and be out here going for it. And when a woman can't have the man she wants in the way she wants him, she settles for a simp. Every single time when a woman can't have the man she wants in the way she wants him, she settles for a simp. Sometimes she's old enough and she's gone through enough and she's just emotionally tired enough where she'll go ahead and marry that simp. But it'll always be a tumultuous relationship where if she doesn't run it, she's going to throw temper tantrums. She's going to want to be in control because no woman is going to let a simp be in control. And here's the thing you don't understand. If she can't have the man she wants, she'll never have that kind of relationship with you. She wants that relationship with him. She wants another kind of relationship with you. And so you're going to be stepping and fetching and tattooing another guy's kid's name on you and branding a woman's name on you, just like Pete Davidson did. What you have to understand is recovering from heartache or overall dissatisfaction with her unfulfilled relationship fantasies makes a woman either go one of two routes. Either she's going to go on this celibacy thing and be, writing these dating profiles that say, if you're looking for sex, keep on moving, even though she's got 3 or 4 children already. Or she's going to jump off the porch and she's going to jump right into another relationship and maybe another relationship after that and maybe another relationship after that. And on the rare occasion, she's going to quickly hurry up and marry the next man that comes along. Unfortunately and fortunately for Pete Davidson, she didn't do that to him. And probably the only reason she didn't, because his money ain't long enough. And that's just the reality of it. So I'm not saying you shouldn't be in a situation with a woman like this. Now, not while she's married, but a single woman who's fresh out of a relationship that just want to have fun, that's perfectly okay if that's what you want to do. Just don't you get caught up in believing that she's ready for a serious relationship when a man just left her. The man she wanted just divorced her. No woman is ready for a serious relationship once the man she wants leaves her, or even if she gets to the point where she leaves that man, because she has to withdraw herself so far from her natural emotional space that she's not ready to give you anything at that point. She has to build herself back up emotionally, because the only way a woman can leave a man that she's in love with is if she drains herself of her own emotional attachment. And that renders her emotionally incapable of connecting with you. And sometimes it'll put a woman in a situation where, she has to take psychotropics, or she has to do other things, because when she's not in her emotional space and she's completely emotional drained, then, she has a tendency to possibly become psychotic. And with those types of circumstances, she's probably going to need some help. So, Pete Davidson, man, I hope you learn your lesson, man. And any of you, man, I hope you learn your lesson as well, man, that a woman who is coming to you while she's still involved with another man is only trying to get the things she's missing from that man. And all Kim Kardashian was missing from this is a man to make her feel like she's worthy, a man to make her feel like she's a queen, a man to make her feel like, she's the greatest woman in the world. And that's exactly what Pete Davidson did. But now she's got her mojo back. And she don't need his simp energy to make her feel good about herself anymore. Why? Because she's drained him of every single drop already. Y'all comment down below and let me know what you think about this topic, man. I look forward to hearing what you men have to say. I'm out.
Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Simps claiming that they pimps, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Suckers claiming to be players, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Tricks acting like they max, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Betas claiming to be alpha, but they not though.
Now, I'm not gonna tell you, man, that you shouldn't value your woman at all. A woman does have value, but you can't overvalue her